them. But I'm gonna do a personality test. Choose accurately each seems to represent you. So red is definitely dope, and green is oh yeah. I strive for accuracy and precision. Not really, to be honest. I notice even the smallest inconsistencies and errors in my work. Do I notice them? I mean, I don't care, but do I notice them? Not really. I am able to maintain high standards even under tight deadlines. Nah. If it's a tight deadline, the standard's gonna drop a bit. I frequently check my work to ensure it meets the required standards. So yeah, of course, like, you need it to meet what's the point in doing it then? Improving and refining systems or a process is a priority. Improving and refining systems, it's not a priority. But I mean, yeah, it's just whatever. It'd be good if I got paid for it. I can become critical of myself or others when mistakes are made. Of course you can. Oh yeah, you can be a hella critical. I love being critical. Showing that every detail is correct for completing a task is important to me. Definitely not. As long as the task is done, Mev. I often find ways to improve methods that are already considered efficient. If something's already efficient, why do you need to make it even more efficient? I mean, I don't often, like a little bit I do, like I find when I'm driving I'll try and use the hills, or when I'm just going through my house, like I'll set things up. What's already efficient though? Not many things are efficient, and I don't really try to make them efficient. I would say so, though, yeah. When giving feedback, I focus on the details to understand how to improve. When giving feedback, I focus on the details how to understand. Oh, yeah, 100%. Of course, whenever you get feedback to improve, always look at that feedback, man. My work, how else are you going to grow? My work environment is organized, everything is based. No. Actually, you know what? That being said, my bag's always there, my laptop's on my desk, my headphones are always on the desk, the books are behind the laptop, my perfumes are right there. I know where everything is, so it's not terrible. It's definitely the best. I feel a strong sense of responsibility to correct inaccuracies for the benefit of others. I don't feel a strong sense of responsibility to correct inaccuracies, but I do try to a little bit correct. I do try to correct people, obviously, so that they know for the future. But I don't feel a strong sense of responsibility. I mean, I do a little bit because like if I know, I might as well tell them a little bit. Yeah, I am often the person who is reliant to find and fix mistakes. Yes, very true with family. Actually, no, true with mates as well. Like, if I've done something, they'll just ask me, like, how do I fix this? Alright, I naturally sense when someone needs emotional support. I don't really think so. I take active steps to help. I would like to think I would, but I've not really had a chance, so that clearly means I think that's a clear indicator that I haven't. I take active steps to help others without expecting anything in return. Yeah, of course, you don't have to ask anything in return. Being sure others feels cared for is a priority in my relationships. Assuming like casual relationship, I'm just gonna put I don't want to put neutral though. Let's assume making sure others feel cared for is a priority in my relationship. Just general relationships, being some people are feeling cared for. Yeah, of course, like you can't not care about them. I find it easy to build, maintain close personal relationships. I don't find it easy, to be honest. I have to put the needs of others before my own. No. Yourself is your top priority. That's the thing with everyone. I'm comfortable expressing affection and care towards others. Yeah, of course. Happiness is closely linked to the well-being of the people I care about. The well-being. Not really. I am often approached by people who seek comfort or advice. Kind of. Recently, I've been asked for my perspective on things. Helping others make you feel. Yes, absolutely, it does. Being appreciative of my contributions is important to me. Not really. If I help to do something, I don't really care. Setting and achieving goals is a fundamental part of how I define success. That is not how I define success. I was going to say it is because I do want to get goals. But it's not a part of success. You can be successful without defining goals. I'm driven by my ambition and desire to be successful. That's exactly what yeah. What else can you be driven by? And you want to be recognized for my accomplishments. I don't enjoy that. It's like, oh, well, he did this because he can do this. Nah. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of questions. Well, I ain't got nothing else to do and I couldn't think of anything. I'm adaptable and my throat is getting thirsty. Aye. Okay. I am adaptable and excel in a variety of tasks and roles. I am very adaptable, like... For me, I'd say I'm more of a generalist than a specialist. I'm good at a bunch of things, but nothing super deeply. is great because then new stuff, you just bang it out. Like you'll be already decent at it when others are struggling. Anyhow, constantly look for ways to. I constantly look for ways to improve my efficiency and productivity. Oh, of course. I'm barely productive as it is, so I would love to see more. But like, I don't do it much, so I can't say the max. I've not done a single max. Being seen as successful by my peers? No, of course, no, who cares? I actually create new and pursue goals once current ones are achieved. I'll be honest with you, I barely achieve current goals, so I gotta. But the only goal I feel like I really achieved then I actually pursue new ones is, not really. I adapt my approach if it means accomplishing a goal more effectively. Yeah, of course. Well, I can't fully say it, I don't say that. My career is often sparked by my emotional experiences. Yes, definitely. And it express my individuality in my work or artistic. I mean, I don't really express my individuality, but I think part of being artistic, it comes from your own perspective. So there's always a kind of, you need to. I don't know how else you can make it. I'm drawn to aesthetics and surround myself with beauty that inspires me. I am drawn to aesthetics, but I do not surround myself with beauty. It says and, so both must be true. Using computer science logic here, so no. I feel alive when I'm creating something new and original. I mean, I don't feel, that's not when I feel most alive. I feel alive, but not most alive. My personal style is a true reflection of my identity. What does that even mean? My personal style, but it sounds like something I agree with. I find creative inspiration in places others might overlook. Oh, 100%. I find it in everything, like the kid on the scooter the other day. Or, right now I'm just thinking of Cyberpunk with all the colours. So amazing how they could make that. I'm confident in my creative abilities and trust my unique vision. I do trust my own confident in my abilities. Also, it is hard in here. It's time for that either. I actively seek feedback to refine and enhance my creative projects. I do not, because I barely do any. I prefer to observe and analyze before getting involved in the situation. I do. I would much prefer to analyze before getting involved. I'd say that. I can analyze data to make an informed decision. Honestly, I just go with my gut feeling. But it depends on the decision. If it's a big decision, definitely collect and analyze. So we'll go with that. And using complex problems with thorough analysis, I do not. Something that I'm cautious about sharing my insights until I have a fully examined an issue. Yes, this is true. I'm very cautious until I see what other people have said as well. I'm not exactly sure. I value depth and complexity in my areas of interest. Of course, I love areas depth and complexity in stuff I like. I haven't been attached when analyzing a situation or problem. No, you gotta be attached because the problem is individualistic to that scenario. I often look for underlying principles or patterns to understand how things work. I don't really, but usually there is, but not really. Privacy and time alone to think are essential to me. I don't really know what it means because the thing is, I have privacy and time alone. But if I didn't, would I miss it? I think yeah, because how else would you think and be able to analyze your life? But I don't think it's essential. Like I wouldn't like having no privacy. Actually, you know what? I gotta say yeah. I am more interested in idea and concepts than in social interaction. Nah. Okay, this is a bit of a tricky one. Interested in ideas and concepts. I'm interested in both, obviously. Social interaction is fun. Ideas and concepts are interesting. But which one more? So right now, if I had a choice to go into some new concept or have some social interaction. So we've got to disagree with that. I'm more interested in ideas. I'm not so, yeah. I'm vigilant about potential risks and always plan for contingencies. No. Not at all. I seek security and stability in my environment and relationship. Nah. I'm loyal and committed to those, especially to those I trust. I am loyal and committed, but I don't trust many people. So yeah, perfect. Before making a decision, I consider all the possible outcomes and risks. Nah. Like, middle ground between no and yes. Like, it would be here if it wasn't neutral. I prefer clear guidelines and expectations to feel secure in my role. I love clear guidelines and expectations, but like in the quarter between, I would much prefer it to be clear. So I hesitate to make action if they're making a wrong choice. Of course. That's just a human thing. I value predictability and routine as if for a sense of stability. I do value it to give that stability. If I enjoy it, but seeking advice or reflection for others from others for proceeding, not really. Just trust myself. We're halfway done. Actually, a bit more. I embrace change and adapt easy in situation. Yeah. I often seek out new exciting to keep my life interesting. 100%. I love that. Routine tasks are an opportunity. Routine tasks are an opportunity for me to find creative ways to engage. What? Ah, man. Quickly come bored with the status quo and look for ways to innovate this way. I do quickly become bored, but the status quo is losing me a bit, so I'm going to spot that. Planning too far ahead will restrict me. I prefer spontaneity. 100%. I'm optimistic and usually find silver lining in difficult situations. Yeah, really, I always find the good bits. It's quite easy, and it's always good to feel hopeful. I thrive in environments. I used to be super pessimistic. I think the worst thing you never be disappointed, but that's not fun, you know. I'd rather be optimistic and then just when bad thing happens, oh well, there could be something else that could happen. And when it does happen, like, I thrive in environments that allow me freedom and the ability to choose. I think so, yes. I am skilled at thinking on my feet and making the best unexpected. I think so, yeah. New ideas and projects excite more than implementation or follow through. Yeah, new ideas and stuff. I prefer to keep my options open rather than commit to one course of action. Yeah. It's better to keep your options open. Exploring and experiencing the world is top priority for me. 100%. Yeah, 100%. I take charge of situations I have and I'm confident. I do not take charge of situations and I am not confident making decisions. I'm assertive in expressing my opinion and taking a stand. Yeah, I think I'm quite assertive. I like to argue quite a lot. Protecting those I care about is just important as standing up for myself. Yeah, of course, 100% actually. Yeah, it's not 100 because protecting others probably is a bit more depending on the situation. I'm not afraid of confrontation and will face. I am very afraid of confrontation. That doesn't mean I'm weak. Obviously, I can fight, but yeah, not like super tough, obviously, but like still, it's not a disagree, but it's not an agree, but it's not neutral. Like I do slightly disagree. I naturally take on leadership and roles. Nah, I'm not naturally. Injustice or unfairness prompts me to action. I must speak up. Of course. I respect strengths in others and I'm drawn to people who are also assertive. Yeah, of course. I self-reliant and prefer to depend on my own abilities. Definitely. I am confident with power and using it to affect change. What? I'm gonna have to go neutral on that one. To be honest, I strive to maintain harmony in my environment. Yeah, kinda. I have to see multiple sides of an issue and try to mediate disagreement. I do often see multiple sides. Like, there's always another side of why a person's believing in that so strongly. And if they're not willing to change, you have to come to a middle ground. Avoiding change conflict is often more comfortable for me than addressing problems. Nah, addressing problems is not easier than avoiding it. I work to ensure that everyone feels heard and included in discussions. Not at all, I don't really care. I'm good at helping others find common ground and compromise. I'm not good at it though, because I've already done it. Peace and religions are more important to me than winning an argument. No. Wait, yeah, no, I'm often the peacemaker in my group of friends at work. Nah. But to listen and understand all viewpoints before expressing my own, yeah, I prefer that. Find it challenging to make a decision when there is potential for conflict. Nah. I often go with the flow to avoid rocking the boat. Yeah. I value calm and tranquil environments where conflicts are minimal. Nah. I'm willing to compromise my own preferences for the sake of group harmony. Yeah. If the group will flow better, I know that I can change. So, like, it's easier for me to adapt than to everyone else to adapt to me, you know? So, I think it's better. Without resentment. I mean, no, it's not really important to me because sometimes it's unavoidable. Sometimes I downplay my own needs to keep peace in my relationship. I don't really, because I've not really been in many stressful situations like this to maintain peace. Okay, now I'm feeling cold. Heater back on. So, I've got to say a bit neutral on this. I approach disagreements with the goal of finding a solution that satisfies everyone. To be fair, neutral also, it's not like nothing. It's like, it does affect the theatre score. I don't know, actually. We'll see, man. I approach this. I'm answering honestly. I approach disagreements. Well, I think so. I approach disagreements with the goal of finding a solution that everyone's satisfied with. No. I believe maintaining a relationship is more important than winning an argument. Yeah, of course it is. Like if you're arguing and you're about to like just hurt the person's feelings, then don't just argue to win. I look for ways to support and encourage others. Yeah, of course. Like I'm trying to get that guy to code and he just does not. It's important to me that others see me as helpful and kind. Yes, I would love to be seen as helpful. I often offer help before being asked. I don't, this is what I'm doing wrong. My mood, but I don't want to have too much. My own mood is affected by the emotional things that around me. 100% I find this to be true. I feel a strong sense of satisfaction when I can make someone's life easier. Yes, I do. When I showed my man the ticket, I felt so good. Being needed by others gives me a sense of purpose. Yes, it does. Like, if someone else, like, I'm counting on you, I need you, like, damn, this guy needs me. Prioritize relationships where I can be of service and make a difference. Yeah, of course. What's the point of you then? I'm quick to respond to the needs of my friends and family. No, actually. Like, especially with family, I gotta say, I'm not very quick to respond. Friends either, they need a favour. I put others' well-being ahead of mine. I'm gonna put their well-being above. Oh, that was it. Let's see if we can get him or if we might have to pay. Did we get scammed? Oh, because I know even the MBTI, you have to like sign up. Oh, I think you might have to. For £1.95. We are not gonna do that. Well, we got scammed. Yep. I can't see anything, so that is crazy. Like, it's a really good, smart thing to do, and so cheap. Like, you do so much questions, and then they're like, £1.95, please. Look, yep, I got it from ChatGPT. Yep, I got it from ChatGPT, man. Like, what do you want me to do? Anyhow, Manga Fire. This app actually works. Like, you can actually read mangas on here. Dude. So I'm gonna go here. Let's just look for some, like, most viewed Blue Lock. Blue Lock, the animation looks crazy. Fragrant Flower, there's new episodes on Netflix. Amazing. Might have to read the other one in my own time. LOL. Lookism. Yeah, crazy ones here, I won't lie to you. But it has some popular ones, so yeah, whatever. Okay, I don't know what to do now. Let's just play Rider. This game's great. It's a great game, bruh. I can't hear anything. No volume, yeah. As soon as I get an ad, I'm done. I did play Clash Royale a bit. I played like one game. No, I played 3 games. I got a bit bored. You know what this kind of reminds me of? Reminds me of Skate. Like, the free one by EA. Dude, that game? The game is actually very fun. I did not think like a skateboarding game would be cool. It like actually makes you want to skateboard in real life. Like, I'm not going to, but if I was like a kid or something and I had a skateboard, and if I was actually like kind of, a little bit serious about it, I would. Like, too bad I just never got into it. No, I should have held it. Too bad I never got into skating, but to be honest, bikes are better. I think bikes are better than skates. They're faster. They feel more like they're more. You can do more stuff with them. They're not as cool like tricky stuff, but like they're a bit cooler. So I'm saving up for the motorbike. Well, that is the goal anyway. We'll see if it'll happen or if the goal even stays. It's just how it is with me. You gotta, oh crap! You gotta just, you gotta set something at least. Because obviously my mind changes all the time. I've got to set something. I can't just keep saying like, oh, we'll see. I might as well set something, and then by the time I get there, if I do actually still want it, I can just be like, yeah. And if I don't, I'll just be like, nah, not the end of the world. Oi, just barely. Okay, I don't know how actually it's living. There we go. Knew it. Just couldn't get to 100. An ad? Yeah. It's all fake. Okay, I don't know what else to play. We might call it because I'm getting bored and it's 20 minutes over and goodbye. Yeah.